On this video's rendition of Pot Metal, we've got ourselves a Canarm Twister 30-inch ceiling fan in the brushed pewter finish. Yes, another video on this thing. Take two precisely. Yes. I am kind of back to doing yet another round of remakes for the fans in my collection. And I thought, since I am strongly considering selling the Twister sometime soon in the not too distant future, I thought I should do a video on it first. So this might be the final video on it. I don't know, like the final video dedicated to it. I don't know. Have yet to decide on that. But anyways, okay. So in this overview, no installation here, just an overview. In this overview, I am kind of this time going to go over my mostly honest opinion on this fan, as judging by the today's rendition quote I first started off with. Yeah, this video is just mostly going to be, well, an overview, yes, but also with some of my opinion mixed in, so yeah, that's always fun. So, as you can see here, obviously, I just repeat it once again. It's a Twister 30-inch ceiling fan, hugger mount in the brushed pewter finish with optional white or silver reversible blades and such fun stuff like that. Honestly, if I were designing the fan, instead of a silver finish, I would have given it like pine blades or bleached oak, something like that, just a wood finish instead of silver. In my opinion, silver kind of looks a little cheap on this thing. Like, it makes it look even cheaper than it is. But whatever, I wasn't the person that designed it anyways, so what can I say? And if I was the person that designed it, I would not make it a pile of the pile of shit it is now. I'm sure the earlier ones were, like, absolutely the earlier ones were a lot better quality than this one. But since this is a newer one, yeah. So, if you want to see the side of the box, you got duct tape over it because why the hell not? Well, to keep the box closed over time. And there's nothing on this side, boo-hoo. And nothing on this side, once again, boo-hoo. There is nothing on the bottom either. I think it's just a barcode. So, whatever. Got all the location things all scratched out. Or sharpied over, so no one else would be able to see. Yeah, more duct tape. Like, the box, over time, like, from being moved around and everything, the box is in kind of rough shape, but whatever. I mean, I'm almost certain it was, like, in slightly rough condition when I got it anyways, so whatever. And the fan's not damaged or anything like that. It's just the box was kind of worn. So, without further ado, let's quickly, whoops, look at what we've got in here. So, we got 6 blades, of course, 6 brackets, the manual, well, not the manual, but the customer service thing from my the Mainstays kitchen fan I have. That spinner. I still don't know why it's in the box here, but I'm going to take it out before I forget it. The manual itself for Canarm's hugger fans. the French side. And the English side. Now, since I've shown the installation instructions before, I am not going to this time because it is honestly just a time waster. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I've went over everything before, so there's previous videos that I've made on this thing that show the entire, like, me reading through the manual or showing the entire thing, so yeah. I also got these light bulbs I keep forgetting about from my SMC UB42, which is actually branded, well, that thing, if you're even wondering, like, if you're even curious. I strongly believe it was branded Twister, not Twister, fuck. Super, which I guess is a, well, probably another one of them Canadian Tire brands. Oops, the mounting bracket. Yeah, I'll go over this stuff thoroughly in a minute here, but I'm just showing stuff quickly. The motor housing, yay. The motor itself. And there's a screw in here. And the other screws and other stuff like that that goes to this fan. So, quickly set the box over there for now. Yeah. So first, I guess we'll start off with the motor itself. Just a fairly, like, typical tiny fan motor. Probably like 153 by 10, somewhere around there. Somewhere in that range, just a wild guess. It could even be smaller than 153 millimeters, but I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, you get the light chain, the reverse switch, which might be kind of surprising to some US viewers. We thought all Canadian fans had reverse chains. Well, no. Some, or even most of them nowadays, have switches, such as the twister. And it's the fan chain. Sounds pretty nice. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing really too special with this motor. There's nothing really special about it. I mean, I literally said it's like a tiny motor for a tiny fan. On the lower side of the quality area. Here's the top, and the funny safety cable and everything. Perfect in that. There is another warning tag I forgot about. Warning, do not release the safe... I can't read this. Here. Warning, do not release the safety knot that is for additional protection. Oh, that's it. Yeah. In other words, do not touch that. Touch. You got the wires, which the cat tried to chew before. Although he was not successful, thank goodness. Yeah. That's possum for you. That's why I don't like him going after my stuff at all, is because of this. So, yeah, got pretty lucky with the wires here, but it's AC. Yeah. These two are obviously a fan, the wires for the fan, this guy's for the light, and of course you got your ground wire. Yes. Um, Although, of course, they just had to kind of point it out for those who might have wanted to install this thing on their own. Just point out the obvious that the black and white wires are for the fan itself. So, but I mean, I guess instead of AC, they should have just put fan, but I mean, I guess stickers on there anyways are a clear indication for the fan itself. We got the mounting bracket. T257 twister, made specifically for the twister, I assume. Any fun imprintings underneath? Or, yeah, metal stampings. Not entirely. I mean, there's two little things here I don't think anyone really cares about, but I do because I like detail. Yeah, got. Bet you that's, yeah, combination screw. This thing's pretty much made up entirely of combination screws. So, and warning stickers. Stickers in general, I should say, not just warning stickers. Even though there is, like, half of them are at least warning stickers all over this fan. And because for the hell of it, I'm just going to count how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. There's 8 stickers on this fan. Not counting the diagrams for the light and fan themselves, but 8 stickers on this fan, including one that blocks a good portion of the vents you need to keep your motor cool. Yes. I think I don't know if the bearings are noisy or anything. I don't think so. I mean, this thing's never been used before, but I mean, it's newer Canarm, so. They're hardly that audible. Surprisingly, for like the motor it is, but they did a good job, I guess, with bearing selection. As this thing doesn't really have that much bearing noise. That's always great. Although I would kind of have to second guess on the buzzing noise once the fan is turned on. Yeah. You got this label, which I honestly don't know what it's for, but I'll get corrected for it whenever. Warning sticker number 9. Caution, risk of fire. 60 watt maximum bulbs can only be put in this thing. Up to 60 watts, type A. So nothing past that. Yeah. Well, yeah, I took some of the screws out from the motor because I wanted to try and assemble this thing for fun, but I couldn't in time. I remember that now. Yeah, so that's the motor. It's also got these white plastic fobs. Of course, they're plastic. I mean, whatever. They still look nicer than just the chain, so give it that. I also got the globe over to the side, although I'll do that next after the housing. Just a quick glance at it. Here's the motor housing. Very thin metal. Unfortunately. Yeah. Nothing really too special to show about this anyways. I mean, it's a fairly generic motor housing design, so yeah. There's the screw slots there. And the vents and such. Warning sticker. Warning. To reduce the risk of fire, electric shock, or personal injury, mount fan only to an outlet box marked acceptable for fan support, and use mounting screws provided with the outlet box. Most outlet boxes commonly used for the support of lighting fixtures are not acceptable for fan support, and may need to be replaced. Consult a qualified electrician if in doubt. It sounds like a line from, like, you know, those those like medication commercials. Consult a qualified electrician if in doubt. L1E, whatever that's for. And same sticker in French. L1F. Kind of interesting. It's kind of a little bit of air under there for some reason. Whatever. Yeah, very, very thin metal. I mean, certainly not the prime time for quality with Canarm, but whatever. And here's one of the blades. It's a little bit full of hair for some reason. Ew. It's the white side. And there's the silver side. Yeah. Slightly reflective. Although not like chrome reflective. Yeah. Yeah, in my personal taste, I would have chosen like, again, I would have chosen like bleached oak or some other light wood like that. Pine, maybe even, just for the Canada. Brackets, stamped brackets, thin again. Yeah, not entirely the best quality, but I guess stamped brackets are easily bendable, flexible, so I guess that's kind of a plus. Not really though, but I don't think the common buyer of these fans would really care, to be honest. Whoops. Yeah. It's got these little tabs on here, so it makes life easier once you install the blade. Nice. It's always good to have. That's one advantage that stamped brackets have, is those little stoppers there. And of course I'm not going to be showing the rest of the brackets because, I mean, they're all in same good condition, so nothing beyond that really. And here's the globe. Yeah, very unique UFO styled globe, which I really love about this thing. I definitely really love the globe on this thing. It definitely makes it stand out from other huggers of its type. And I kind of wish that others, I mean, there are probably, though I can't really think of any right at the moment, but I'm sure there's been at least a few others, maybe Encon, that have used the same global design. Yes, the Nova. I believe the Nova used it. Whatever. Yeah, it did. So, yeah. And finally, you got the screws that go to the fan, all the washers and everything. They're all cardboard. Yep. Ziploc bag because, yes. And there is, hidden in the mess, there is the hook itself there for safety cable. So that's always a plus. And yeah. Pretty much, oh yeah, the mounting bracket. Can't forget the mounting bracket, of course. It's foam on top there to try and reduce some vibration, of course. All the screws are in there, and whatever screws aren't present are in the bag. So, yes. It's got these cool little imprintings, little indents in the mounting bracket, which I like. And the little slot that that guy there goes through. All fairly nice. Now, okay. Whoops. That's pretty much it for the parts themselves. Now, the twister, I guess I could, for the remainder of this video, I guess I could talk about why I got this thing. And, I mean, I did talk about it before, but I didn't really go into detail, and I probably won't this time either. The reason I got this thing, well, to be honest, I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this was the first brand new fan that I got. Was this thing? Ouch. It was the last fan at the time, the last fan on the shelf in the store. And for some reason, I felt motivated to get it. So $65 later, somewhere around there, $65 later, here it is. Now I wouldn't be really mad at this thing if it was not that much, but it was. Like, if they would have priced it maybe $30, somewhere around there, $30-$40, I mean, I wouldn't be as mad, but 65 is pretty outrageous. Like, the Hampton Bay Middleton, for instance, is a 5-bladed 42-inch fan. That's, I mean, it's bigger than this thing, and yet this costs more than that, which pretty outrageous. Although, of course, I wouldn't really think that the twister is as bad. Well, I'd even say that the Middleton isn't as bad as this thing, but that's honestly kind of a tough comparison to make, to be honest. Tough for me anyways. I mean, this fan, I mean, it's yeah, kind of just meh in quality. It's far from the best, and I guess it's still just slightly, ever so slightly better than like the absolute worst. You could probably find at Walmart and such. Yeah. Yeah, this is, again, this thing is just far from being like good in quality. I mean, of course, it's just an economy fan, an overpriced economy fan in a pewter finish. A pretty unique finish for a pretty unique finish for a fan, yes. I give it that. It has a finish that no other competitors really have. Yes. Brushed pewter and white and silver blades. There is that. Yes. And it's got the unique UFO style globe. Yes. Those are some pluses to this thing. But I mean, that's pretty much all I can think about. That's good with this fan. I mean, it's cheap, it's overpriced, and yeah. I mean, I can't say that it performs good because I've never installed this fan. But I mean, judging from like the size of the motor and such, and the blade pitch for this thing, which is very shallow, which is not always great. It's never great. Unless you got wide blades, which this thing does not have. Uh, I can assume that this thing does not perform the best either. Which, I mean, all the cons and everything is pretty much the reason why I want to sell this thing. Now, I'm not doing like a special like 2,000 subscriber giveaway. No, nothing like that. I'm just probably going to take this thing to a secondhand store or maybe even put it on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know yet. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm just saying that I want to sell this thing in the not so distant future because I just want to be rid of it, even though this thing is kind of special. It's just, I mean, it's special, but it's not. It's special because it's the first brand new fan that I bought from a store in that. And it's also not special in terms of quality or anything really at the same time. So, yeah. I mean, if you're able to find one of these at, like, let's say the Habitat for Humanity or a second hand store or something, or even on Marketplace, if you manage to find one of these for like lower than $45, lower than that, or around, well, not around there, but lower than that, um, I if you needed a fan, if you wanted a six-blader hugger, and it was below, like if you found one for below $45, then I would maybe get it. I mean, if you're kind of not really too concerned about power and such, well, performance and that. I mean, you would be. I, the Twister's kind of a tough one because I mean it's got slightly unique, just averagely unique features such as the globe and finish and that. If you wanted a pewter hugger, I guess you could get this thing if you wanted to. But if you want a good performing fan of this kind, I would kind of not really recommend this. I would, well, yeah, I would not really recommend this if you were looking for good performance. Although, I mean, I can't fully, I can't fully say that because obviously I haven't tested this thing ever. I did have plans on putting it in a bedroom, but since then, well, obviously that's never happened. So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Uh, yeah, pretty much run out of things to talk about with this fan. I've pretty much said it all. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for the twister. And I'm taking this thing with me. So, yeah, thanks for watching this slightly shorter overview of my twister fan. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.